chip little saucer beneath my cup told me a secret before I looked up. The green awning outside still drips from the rain, and nobody's running to catch any train. Old timber floors take the weight of my shoe, while neighbors pass by without anything new. Steam curls and dances and fades in the light, keeping the gray of the autumn in sight. Two lumps of sugar dissolve in the dark. A distant old trolley still leaves me its mark. I count all the minutes I don't have to spend pretending this quiet is near to an end. Old timber floors take the weight of my shoe, while neighbors pass by without anything new. Steam curls and dances and fades in the light, keeping the gray of the autumn in sight. The radio murmurs a tune from the past, a song that we thought was too heavy to last. It swings like a pendulum, gentle and slow, and gives me permission to simply let go. The saucer is empty, the table is cleared. I found what I wanted by staying right here. The streetcar bell rings twice against the glass, while old leather boots scrape the gravel as they pass. You always like this booth beside the door, where drafts from the sidewalk sweep across the floor. The brass bell jingles every time someone walks in, and that old coat of yours looks warm against the chill. You ordered cinnamon rolls before I reached the seat. We watched the postman stumble down the quiet street. 30 years of talking through the morning steam. Nothing here has altered save a broken seam. Steam rises thick from cups of bone china white. The winter gray is turning to a softer light. You fold your folded paper at the puzzle page, content with the rhythm and the measured age. Let the young ones hurry past the window pane. We have no trains to catch, no records to sustain, just a porcelain mug and a spoon to stir the quiet neighborhood as it starts to stir. Keep your coat buttoned up against the draft. We have enough time left to sit and laugh. The waitress knows our order by the second chime. Some things manage nicely just to bide their time. scent of toasted pecans drifts down the block, where Arthur checks his pocket silver watch. He walks the 3 stone steps to corner glass and tips his hat to children as they pass. Inside, the vinyl booth has faded blue, where Clara pours the water 92. She sets a single saucer on the wood and hums a tune from movies of her youth. Soft brushes tap the snare while trumpets sigh. An old accordion plays a lullaby. He reads the paper news from front to back. She wipes the counter clean along the track. A neighbor leaves a nickel on the tray to pay the heavy fog of yesterday. The steam curls upward, dancing in the light, and turns the chilly morning soft and bright. No hurried steps are taken on this floor, just gentle hinges creaking at the door. Time stretches out like honey in a spoon before the afternoon. Soft brushes tap the snare while trumpets sigh. An old accordion plays a lullaby. He reads the paper news from front to back. She wipes the counter clean along the track. The cup is empty now. The bell rings low. He puts his woolen scarf on, turns to go. A stray thought breaks the quiet floor before the latch unlocks the door. The brass bell gives a rusty sigh as winter clouds go drifting by. A broom sweeps dust across the pine where early frost begins to shine. The copper kettle starts to hum and waits for customers to come. Old coats hang heavy on the iron rack while ticket stubs fall from a bulging sack. The waitress writes the daily soup in chalk, and older neighbors stop outside to talk. Soft brushes sweep the snare with gentle grace. A velvet rhythm fills the corner space. A broom sweeps dust across the pine where early frost begins to shine. The copper kettle starts to hum and waits for customers to come. Old coats hang heavy on the iron rack while ticket stubs fall from a bulging sack. The waitress writes the daily soup in chalk, and older neighbors stop outside to talk. Soft brushes sweep the snare with gentle grace. A velvet rhythm fills the corner space. Old coats hang heavy on the iron rack while ticket stubs fall from a bulging sack. The waitress waitress writes the daily soup in chalk, and older neighbors stop outside to talk. Old coats hang heavy on the iron rack. Why does toast always fall butter side down, while the clock on the wall loses track of the minutes I spent wearing slippers of brown, walking 3 empty blocks and back? Brass bell above the door, 20 pennies on the wood, something shifting on the floor, nothing quite as sweet as it should. Old man reading news by the radiator hums, a waitress sweeps the porcelain crumbs, steam curls upward from a dented copper pot, someone left a quarter on the parking lot. Paper napkins tucked inside a silver rack, and the sugar crystals clump in the glass. Watching shadows stretch across the railway track, where the 7:15 used to pass. Corners of the room gather dust in time, waiting for a penny to drop. Paper napkins tucked inside a silver rack, and the sugar crystals clump in the glass. Watching shadows stretch across the railway track, where the 7:15 used to pass. Brass bell above the door, 20 pennies on the wood, something shifting on the floor, nothing quite as sweet as it should. Corners of the room gather dust in time, waiting for a penny to drop. Melody forgets half a spoken rhyme at the end of the block. Brass bell above the door, 20 pennies on the wood, something shifting on the floor, nothing quite as sweet as it should. Brass bell above the door, brass bell above the door. This heavy oak seat doesn't wobble anymore when I pull its wooden legs across the floor. The cast iron frame is settled in its groove, with nowhere left in town it needs to move. I stir a yellow packet in the brew and pull up an imaginary chair for you. You used to tap your heels in nervous time, counting down the minutes on an unearned dime. Relax your shoulders, drink the dark roast slow. That unpaid bill won't stop the grass from growing tall. You will survive the bitter winter snow and dance across a kitchen down the hall. I kept the quiet promise that we made at 10, to sit in sunlit parlors once again. baker brings a warm blueberry scone to a table I once hated taking alone. You thought every silence was a secret test, not knowing how these tired bones would love the rest. A pastry crumb rests easy on my sleeve. With nothing left I have to prove or leave. I know you counted pennies in your coat, choking on the words you never wrote. Look at this table where the silver shines. Look at the smooth relief between these lines. Relax your shoulders, drink the dark roast slow. That unpaid bill won't stop the grass from growing tall. You will survive the bitter winter snow and dance across a kitchen down the hall. I kept the quiet promise that we made at 10 to sit in sunlit parlors once again. The solid timber holds my graying hair. Stop running through the dark. We made it there. Embers spilling wide across the floorboards today. Pool in heavy gold where the old-timers sat to pray. I brushed a speck of dust from my wool coat sleeve, wondering just how long a stranger plans to leave his leather gloves right here on seat number 9. Excuse me, friend, those mittens match the frost outside, and wearing wool indoors is something hard to hide. Take a sip of mine, the bitter brew is burning hot. We both forgot the umbrellas that we should have brought. Your silver hair is damp from the brisk avenue breeze, catching every glint of the brass on the double keys. I haven't talked to anyone since Tuesday week, so pardon me for speaking when my voice is weak. Corners of the room are getting bright and wide. Nobody is rushing to the other side. Excuse me, friend, those mittens match the frost outside, and wearing wool indoors is something hard to hide. Take a sip of mine, the bitter brew is burning hot. We both forgot the umbrellas that we should have brought. The amber light has reached the bottom of our cups. Nobody asks for checks or ever looks right up. The coarse blue wool against my wrist reminds me of a foggy pier before the town began to stir, and 76 felt very near. That damp November at the county dock, we watched the ferry scrape the weathered dock. You dropped your lighter in the salted tide and laughed until until your ribs began to hide. This corner booth is much too warm, with brass lamps glowing soft and red. Yet every time the steam valve hiss, I hear the things you softly said. That damp November at the county dock, we watched the ferry scrape the weathered dock. You dropped your lighter in the salted tide and laughed until your ribs began to hide. Time rolls forward like a pewter coin dropped into a basin on the floor, leaving shadows where the sun has been and echoes tapping at a wooden door. That damp November at the county dock, we watched the ferry scrape the weathered dock. You dropped your lighter in the salted tide and laughed until your ribs began to hide. Blinks bright upon the brass wall clock. We parked our rusted sedan near the water lock. Silver threads have settled softly in your hair. Still you pull the cushion on the wicker chair, looking down the line of winters yet to pass, tracing maple syrup rings upon the glass. We will read the folded paper side by side, watching neighborhood commuters rush and glide. Nobody can guess, we have already seen all the chapters written in the space between. Waiters carry trays of porcelain and tin, asking how the quiet Tuesday morning's been. Someday we will laugh about this aching knee, stirring extra honey in our chamomile tea. We will read the folded paper side by side, watching neighborhood commuters rush and glide. Nobody can guess, we have already seen all the chapters written in the space between. Dum 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 da 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 dum 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 da dum 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 dum. Time moves like molasses past the window pane. Through the decades, neither of us will complain. 8:16 now on the brass wall clock, still holding hands across the grain and block. A silver teaspoon rests beside a cracked porcelain cup. I trace the tiny gold leaf edge with my thumb. outside the window, a gray cat climbs a brick wall. Nobody else is sitting this close to the front. Old brass bell rings each time the heavy door swings wide. Steam climbs slow from cups poured deep for folks inside. Nobody asks what keeps my mind upon the past. Minutes drift away while winter shadows fade so fast. A heavy woolen scarf is draped across my spare seat. I watch the heavy woolen coats pass on the street. The girl behind the counter knows my usual name. She pours the dark roast heavy without asking blame. Old brass bell rings each time the heavy door swings wide. Steam climbs slow from cups poured deep for folks inside. Nobody asks what keeps my mind upon the past. Minutes drift away while winter shadows fade so fast. 60 years have taught me how to sip and let things be. There is a quiet comfort in this empty cup with me. I leave a single coin beneath the heavy saucer rim. The street outside is waking as the morning starts to dim. A milk truck rattles down the paving stones while we sit nursing cups of chicory. You wear that faded scarf of herringbone and laugh about the way things used to be. Old porcelain clinks against the pine. You save this corner seat for mine. We watch the newsboy drop the daily sheet before the rush hour floods the concrete street. The waitress pours another round of steam. Our shadows stretch across the checkered floor. We share a slice of walnut muffin too, and talk of people that we used to know. Decades have rolled like traffic on the square, yet here we trade our stories without care. Old porcelain clinks against the pine. You save this corner seat for mine. We watch the newsboy drop the daily sheet before the rush hour floods the concrete street. Drink up the warmth before the whistle blows. Tomorrow finds us where the river flows. The smell of roasted filberts cuts the autumn chill, while Arthur sweeps the sidewalk with a steady hand. He wears a faded cardigan of olive wool and greets the local postman with a cheerful nod. The brass bell on the threshold chimes a simple tune as Clara takes her corner by the frosted glass. She folds the daily broadsheet down to page 11, while steam begins to curl above a china cup. An extra cube of sugar drops into the amber, and time forgets to hurry when the room wakes up. A heavy copper kettle hums a gentle pitch, while heavy coats are folded on the velvet bench. The waitress writes the order with a stubby pencil and hands a folded napkin to a tired clerk. No rush to catch the trolley or to punch the clock, just silver forks and porcelain clicking in the light. The neighborhood is settling into easy motion as shadows stretch across the checkered floor. The copper kettle quietens down upon the stove, and Clara turns the corner of her crossword page. Sudden query pierces through the peace. Will Tuesday bring a letter or release? The nickel counter shines beneath the damp, a brass arm reaching from the corner lamp. Footsteps tap upon the subway grate while clocks decide who comes too late. An apron tied in knots of faded blue swirls steamed cream into a porcelain cup. The paper rusts as old news travels through, and strangers lift their heavy faces up. A heavy coat is draped across the rail. The baker hangs a copper scale for sale. 3 dimes are left beside a chipped white plate where butter melts and small ambitions wait. The door swings wide to let the pavement chill. The jazz record turns and spins its fill. Which way did the delivery boy go with those crullers still wrapped in grease, leaving me to stare at crumbs and wonder if time ever slows while the kettle starts its whistle shrill against the kitchen tile. Old man Jenkins reads the sports page upside down. Waitress pours dark amber into thick white cups. Someone left a glove upon the counter stool. And nobody remembers who paid for the rolls. Steam rises off the rubber hose, washing down the sidewalk outside, where pigeons peck at gravel bits and shadows stretch across the curb. I stir my cream in lazy circles, watching white dissolve in brown. Corners of the ceiling hold 50 years of dust, while the radio hums a tune from 1943. Nobody turns the dial because we like the hiss. Leave the nickel by the saucer, step back out into the chill before the second pot is brewed. Honey syrup spilled across the pine. Two silver clocks refuse to keep the time. You slide a leather cushion to the right and tell me winter never treats you kind. Old brass rings on curtains close so tight. We share a table in the morning light. Your coat is patched with suede upon the sleeve. You ask me which direction leaves will blow. Steam is rising from the copper pot. We talk of winters that we have forgot. Your thumb traces the pattern on the rim while shadows stretch across the parking lot. Most people rush to catch the 9 o'clock. We watch the second hand forget to rock. Old brass rings on curtains close so tight. We share a table in the morning light. Your coat is patched with suede upon the sleeve. You ask me which direction leaves will blow. Leave the saucer on the checkered cloth. A quiet room before the day takes off. Take the heavy cardigan you said before you turn the latch. Now I watch the counter girl strike an ancient kitchen match. She lights the blue gas burner underneath the copper pot. A stray cat sits outside the glass and picks a sunny spot. The butcher across the avenue is rolling out his blind. I fold my woolen scarf away and leave the cold behind. A fountain pen drips walnut ink upon a paper pad. The baker whistles something sweet, forgotten and not sad. The chalk menu boasts a spelling flaw beside the daily roast. An old postal worker spreads sweet marmalade on rye toast. Steam rises slowly from the milk until the glass turns white. A silver dime spins on the bar and catches pale daylight. We keep our quiet corners while the city starts to hum. The grandfather clock in the entryway is 10 full minutes slow. A mother brushes muffin crumbs from a corduroy coat below. The waitress wears 2 silver rings upon her freckled thumb. She sets down a chipped blue plate with ginger cake and plum. A taxi driver counts his coins and stacks them 3 by 3. Nobody is in a rush today except the bumblebee. A gentleman adjusts his specs to read the crossword clue. The linoleum floor is polished clean and checkered gray and blue. The radiator clicks and breathes against the plastered wall. A stack of vintage magazines stands tidy in the hall. The chalk menu boasts a spelling flaw beside the daily roast. An old postal worker spreads sweet marmalade on rye toast. Steam rises slowly from the milk until the glass turns white. A silver dime spins on the bar and catches pale daylight. We keep our quiet corners while the city starts to hum. Take the heavy cardigan, your voice is lingering still. A tiny sparrow pecks a seed along the cedar sill. A copper kettle breathes its steam, a peaceful waking dream. A coarse grey tweed beneath my resting elbow reminds me how you buttoned up your cuffs. We sat and watched the trolley climb the hillside before the days grew complicated and rough. Brass bells chime above the wooden threshold. A waiter sets a porcelain cup down tight. Old melodies are spinning in the corner while cinnamon dissolves inside my steam. I wore that heavy jacket through the winter and almost let myself forget the dream. The steam rises slowly from a chipped white mug. Across from me, a leather seat stays bare. I fold the daily broadsheet down to section 2 and wish a little louder you were there. Seasons turn just like the pages in a phone book. Names we used to know get erased by time. Still I hear your laughter echoing the alleyway as church to softly chime. I leave a single nickel on the wooden tray and button up my collar for the street today. "7:30 blinks bright upon the wall, while old piano chords begin to fall. I sit and watch the yellow steam rise slow from cups we used to share 10 years ago. We will meet again right here when hair is gray, ordering the double toast we love each day, looking through the glass at cars that slowly pass, laughing at the way the hurried world went fast. A waiter wipes the marble counter clean and steps across the little cafe scene. I fold a napkin while I wait for you to walk right through the door the way you do. Though years have turned our brown hair into snow, the table by the window still keeps a gentle glow. We will meet again right here when hair is gray, ordering the double toast we love each day, looking through the glass at cars that slowly pass, laughing at the way the hurried world went fast. 7:30 on the clock. I save a seat for you.